Number 4, tamper-resistant receptacles. So, listed tamper-resistant receptacles shall be provided where replacements are made at receptacle outlets that are required to be tamper-resistant elsewhere in this code, except where a non-grounding receptacle is replaced with another non-grounding receptacle. Number 5, weather-resistant receptacles. So, weather-resistant receptacles shall be provided where replacements are made at receptacles outlets that are required to be so protected elsewhere in this code. So E, cord and plug connected equipment. The installation of grounding type receptacle shall not be used as requirement that all cord and plug connected equipment be of the grounded type. So F, non-interchangeable types. So receptacles connected to circuits that have different voltage frequencies or types of current, AC or DC, on the same premises shall be of such design that the attachment plugs used on these circuits are not interchangeable. Chapter 4.6.1.5, so receptacles mounting. So receptacles shall be mounted in identified boxes or assemblies. The box or assemblies shall be securely fastened in place unless otherwise permitted elsewhere in this code. Screws used for the purpose of attaching receptacles to a box shall be of the type provided with listed receptacle or shall be machine screws having 32 threads per inch or part of listed assemblies or systems in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions. So A, boxes that are set back. So receptacles mounted in the boxes that are set back from the finished surface as permitted in chapter 3.14.2.6 shall be installed such that the mounting yoke or the strap of the receptacle is held rigidly at the finished surface. B, boxes that are flush. Receptacles mounted in the boxes that are flush with the finished surface or project, so therefrom shall be installed such the mounting yoke or strap of the receptacle is held rigidly against the box or box cover. C, receptacles mounted on covers. The receptacles mounted to and supported by a cover shall be held rigidly against the cover by more than one screw or shall be a device assembly or box cover listed and identified securing by a single screw. D, position of receptacle faces. After installation, receptacle faces shall be flush with or project from faceplates, insulating materials and shall project a minimum of 0.4 mm from metal faceplates. Exception. So listed kits of assemblies encompassing receptacles and non-metallic faceplates that cover the receptacle face where the plate cannot be installed on any other receptacle shall be permitted. Letter E, receptacles in countertops. So receptacle assemblies for installation in countertop surfaces shall be listed for countertop applications, where receptacle assemblies for protection for personnel in accordance with chapter 2.10.1.8. Such assemblies shall be permitted to be listed as JFCI receptacle assemblies for countertop applications. F, receptacles in work surfaces. So receptacles assemblies in JFCI receptacles assemblies listed for work surface or countertop applications shall be permitted to be installed in work surfaces. So G, receptacle orientation. So receptacles shall not be installed in a face-up position or on countertop surfaces on work surfaces unless listed for countertop or work surfaces applications. So receptacles in setting areas and other similar surfaces. So in setting areas or similar surfaces, receptacle shall not be installed in a face-up position unless the receptacle is any of the following. So first, part of an assembly listed as furniture of the power distribution unit if cord and plug connected. So second is the part of an assembly listed either as household furnishing or as commercial furnishing. So third is listed either as receptacle assembly for countertop applications or as a JFCI receptacle assembly for countertop applications. So and the last, installed in a listed floor box. So exposed terminals, receptacles shall be enclosed so that live wiring terminals are not exposed to contact. G. Voltage between adjacent devices. A receptacle shall not be grouped or ganged in enclosures with other receptacles, snap switches, or similar devices unless they are arranged so that the voltage between adjacent devices does not exceed 300 volts, or unless they are installed in enclosures equipped with identified securely installed barriers between adjacent devices. Chapter 4.6.1.6, so receptacle faceplates or cover plates. Receptacle faceplates shall be installed so as to completely cover the opening and sit against the mounting surface. So receptacle faceplates mounted inside the box having a resist-mounted receptacle shall effectively enclose the opening seats of the mounting surface. Thickness of metal faceplates. So metal faceplates shall be ferrous metal not less than 0.76 mm in thickness, or of non-ferrous metal not less than 1.02 mm thickness. So grounding, so metal faceplates shall be grounded. So C. Faceplates of insulating material. Faceplates of insulating material shall be non-combustible and not less than 2.54 mm in thickness, but shall be permitted to be less than 2.54 in thickness if formed or reinforced to provide adequate mechanical strength. D. Receptacle faceplates or cover plates with integral night light and or USB charger. A flash device cover plate that additionally provides a night light and or class 2 output connectors shall be listed and constructed such that night light and or class 2 circuitry is integral with the flash device. So chapter 4.6.1.7, so attachment plugs and cords, connectors and plug surface devices. All attachments, plugs, cords, connectors, and plug surface devices, inlets and outlets shall be listed and marked with the manufacturer's names or identification and voltage and ampere rating. So A. Construction of attachment plugs and cord connectors. So attachment plugs and cord connectors shall be constructed so that there are no exposed current carrying parts except the prongs, blades, or pins. The cover for the wire terminations shall be a part that is essential for the operation of an attachment plugs, connector, or dead front construction. Chapter 4.6.1.9, so receptacles in damp or wet locations. So A. Damp locations. A receptacle installed outdoors in a location protected from the weather or in other damp location shall have an enclosure for the receptacle that is weatherproof when the receptacle is covered or attachment plug cap not inserted and receptacle cover closed. An installation suitable for wet location shall also be considered suitable for damp location. A receptacle shall be considered to be in a location protected from the weather where located under roof, open porch, canopies, marks, and like, and will not be subjected to a bearing rain or running all 15 and 20 ampere, 125 and 250 volt non-locking receptacles shall be listed with the resistant type. So B. Wet locations. So receptacle of 15 and 20 amperes in a wet locations. So receptacles of 15 installed in a wet location shall have an enclosure that is waterproof whether or not attachment plug cap is inserted. An outlet box hood installed for this purpose shall be listed and shall be identified as extra duty. Other listed products, enclosures, or assemblies providing with weatherproof protection that do not utilize an outlet box need to be marked extra duty. Exceptions for this. So 15 and 20 ampere or 125 to 250 volt receptacles installed in a wet locations and subject to routine high pressure spray washing shall be permitted to have an enclosure that is weatherproof and the attachment plug is removed. All 15 and 20 amperes receptacles. 2. Other receptacles. So all other receptacles installed in a wet location shall comply with B2A or B2B. So A is a receptacle installed in a wet location where the product intended to be plugged into it is not attended while in use. Shall have an enclosure that is weatherproof with the attachment plug cap inserted or removed. Hello? Ha? Hindi ko lang alam, kuya.